It's quite a sight actually. This is something that swimmers on the beach will never see. See the sea coming in towards them like we are now. It's an awesome sight, especially when the waves are even bigger. It's just the mass volume of water is unbelievable. You see that one go? Look at that. See? So okay, Paul, that was fantastic, mate. Just gives you an idea. So now into forward gear. That's it. And now what we're going to do is go on a following sea. So we're going to turn now towards that way. Okay, away we go. Now we're going to experience the following sea. So straight ahead, Paul. Now what he'll experience now is that, look at this wave, look. Now he's going to feel it push the boat forward. Okay, look at this coming here. It's dragging us back. So the boat, you'll experience the boat being dragged back as that wave, and then a wave will push us forward like it's doing right now. And with Paul, when you're steering a boat, by the way, just do very calm sections of steering. Don't, like when you're driving a car, as if you're going around a bend, do it like that, because obviously we're driving the boat from the rear, all right, in boating terms, stern. So it takes a little bit of an effect, a little bit of time to take effect, all right. So bear that in mind, and sometimes, so that you don't oversteer, don't do that. Okay, just turn it once, see where it's going to head, and then adjust it to whatever direction you want to go. So that's a top tip as well. Now you can see the following sea now. Now what Paul's going to do now is he's going to pick up speed very gradually to match this wave. See? So we're going to stay on the crest, literally on the crest of a wave. Now Paul's picked up speed now, and then you just wait for a second, so you're matching the following wave. Then you won't get that drag back, you see. Look at that one, look. See that? So if you want to straighten up, Paul, straighten up. That's it. There we are. There's beautiful Crete and the white, well, they're called the White Mountains, but obviously there's no snow on them now because it's 25th, I think, 25th of August, something like that. Here we are. Right, now it's still dragging us back, even though we've got a bit of power. You can see that? See the wave? So, there we are. Now what Paul will do now, you'll tilt the engine up a bit to bring the bow up. So, yep, that's it, great. The reason for that, viewers, is that so that the bow of the boat doesn't go crashing in to that wave like this. So if we were going over there, it would actually crash down the wave and into the next wave. So that's why we've tilted the engine up to bring the bow up just slightly, so that it doesn't bury the nose of the boat into the water. All right. Little bit more power. That's a little bit more power, and it will experience quite a lot of speed here. And we, like I say, we're just going straight now, just going straight towards the shoreline. It's still, the power of the seas are still dragging us back, even though Paul has actually increased the power on the boat. So, little bit more power, Paul. That's it, lovely. There we are. It's still dragging us back now, it's dragging us back. Now it's pushing us forward. As I say, the drag back can be quite daunting, because you put your engine, you know, you put some power on, and you're not going anywhere. The sea's got control of you. So, see, look at that. See that? Look at the force of the water. See how high we are now? We're on the crest of a wave now. There it goes, look. Now it's going to push us forward now. Hope this camera's picking all this up. Now you can see how high the boat is, and now it's going to push us again. There we are, and it'll pick up speed. That's why it's not good to be going fast on a following wave. Never go fast on a following wave, because it will catch you out. Straighten her up, mate. Now you can see the water there. The oncoming wave is the wave following wave. Look at that, see? Now it's dragging us back. That's why the stern of the boat's dug into the water. Now it's pushing us forward. Now, yeah, there's the forward, that's the ball, yes, see? So that's why you don't want to be stood up on a following wave, because the wave will give you twice as much power. So if you're ever going flat out, it'll give you double that. Feel that? Can you feel it?
Yeah, but I need a seat between.
Yes, yes. There we are. So hopefully, guys, this is showing you a good demonstration for you and being of help to you first time boaters. Alright, so there we are. Yes. Oh, look at that wave, look at that. Great. It's quite exciting. Well, it's very exciting actually. I love it. One of the best things, it's a real life changer. You're just going to love your boat. If you've just started boating, expect a life change, because it's absolutely unbelievable. Whether you're just doing it for recreational purposes, leisure purposes, fishing, diving, snorkeling, you're just going to absolutely love it. But you've got to respect the sea and know how to understand it and how to handle it. Now, I'll give you a side on of the waves coming in now. See? Look at that. See that go? There we are. Fantastic, fantastic. Now, what we're going to do the zigzag method. So, because we want to be heading towards an island over there. You see that island there? I don't know whether you can or not. I'm not facing the right way really. There's an island over there. We're going to go that way because I'm going to teach Paul about anchoring as well. We're going to anchor up there, and so he's got to learn how to anchor. All right, so that's going to be on this video as well. There you go, rock and roll, all good stuff. Okay guys, what we're going to do now, we're going to head towards that island. So we're going to we've lowered the tilted the engine straight down now, so that's as deep as it will go. So we've got a good grip on the water, and we're going to turn port side, okay, and then head towards the island over there. Okay, Paul, just choose your time to turn. Not yet. Now. Lovely. Okay, smashing. Now what we're going to do now, Paul, you want a port bow direction. So 11 o'clock on a clock. 11 o'clock. And the waves will be hitting this port bow here. Alright?
Alright.
Little bit more. That's it, yeah. The reason we're not going to go side on is for the reasons I've explained earlier, because the boat will be doing this and we don't want to risk anything of the boat being tipped up. So we go in a port bow direction so that the waves are actually hitting the front side of the boat, okay? So that's called the port bow. Alright, a nice way of remembering port and starboard is left is 4 letters and port is 4 letters. Alright, or there's no more port left in the bottle, so port left, there you go. So we're in control of the boat, we're going the direction we want to go, but we're not risking a side on wave, okay? So that's the reason for that. We're heading towards 11 o'clock, buddy. 11 o'clock, there we are. This is why we always check to make sure that nothing's hanging about in the boat that can be knocked over or injure anybody. You can see how it's bouncing around now, but we're in control of the boat. We're not going fast, we're only doing about 3 or 4 knots, that's all. We're not going silly. Right, so as I said, the reason we're going port bow direction as opposed to straight across is to avoid the side-on wave. Then what we'll do, when we're in the right position, then we'll do a following sea. Then we'll do a following sea into the direction that we want to go. All right, got where we want to get to, but we've had to go that direction like that. Okay, there we are. So. See you in a minute when we're on a following wave into the island, okay? Rock and roll. Okay, right, there's the island I was talking about earlier, and we're still on a port bow direction. Now we're going to take a following sea and go in that direction. As I say, this is what we call a zigzag, okay? This is how you get to where you want to be in rough seas, all right? Take it nice and steadily. Okay, Paul, what I want you to do, in a minute, we're going to turn and take a following sea. We want to be where that boat is over there eventually, but we can't in this weather because it's too dangerous. You can see the size of the seas coming in now, guys, hopefully. So, you know, it's it's looking rather sexy. There we are, you can see the boat. So, turn now, Paul. That's it, lovely. Now we're on a following sea. And just go that direction there, 12 o'clock. Just straight across there, mate. There we are. You see the seas going in there, guys. We want to be over there eventually, but we're going to take a following sea now and then do another. That's it. Straight down. That's it. On a following sea. That's it. Okay, we've come from over there on a port bow direction. Okay, up there. Now we're zigzagging. Now we're on a following sea. And slowly, eventually, we'll get to where we want to be over there. And where that cliff is, there's a beautiful little beach. I don't know whether the camera will pick it up in this distance, but it's a lovely beach. Now it's dragging us back. That's it. No, you're okay for a minute. We'll stay as we are. Just keep it on a 12 o'clock head seat. Yeah. Interesting, isn't it?
It's fun.
Yeah.
More difficult than you think.
Yes. So the boat wants to go one direction because it's being forced by the elements, and we're trying to steer the boat as well. There, you see the following wave? See that? Hopefully the camera's picking it up. And as I say, guys, if you obviously you're watching this, if you want to subscribe, we do all these sort of things, and hopefully new boaters, you'll learn from it. The reason I've done these videos is because when I started boating, there was nothing to show you about these sort of things, and I went out into a head sea and I thought, oh my God, it was quite frightening actually, although I saved myself. And then to experience the following sea, where it drags you back, and I was wondering what the hell was going on. I've got power, I'm not actually moving, and then all of a sudden a following wave hit the back of the boat, and whoosh, ahead I went, and I thought, my God. So that was daunting as well. So this is why I'm doing these videos, to help people that new boaters like myself a few years ago, to experience these things and understand what's happening and how to deal with it. That's it really. Right, there's a nice tourist boat there, stop for a swim. Okay, Paul, what I'm going to ask you to do now is, we're in 20 foot of water now, 20 feet, great. What we're going to do now, mate, we're going to, you see that hut over there? We want to be over there now, because this is quite well, it's not a cove as such, it's just an island with a few rocks and things, but it's quite covered, so the seas are not as rough just here, because it's been slightly protected from head seas with that island, so we've got a bit more control. So now we're in the position where we want to be, the area we want to be, but we want to be over there so we can anchor up and enjoy a swim. So what we're going to do now, Paul, is we're going to go over that way. So if you want to make a turn now, because the seas are not rough now, because it's been protected by this nice island, which also has Venetian fortifications, incidentally, from the Turkish wars and Venetian wars. That's it, that's the direction. Yeah, that's perfect. See how small the waves are now, because it's been protected by the island from all the head seas coming in. I mean, look at it, it looks perfect, doesn't it? But it's surprising when you get out. So always double check, I always cross check 3 websites for the weathers, which I will actually put on the description for you as links, and then you can just put in your local area wherever you are and get your local weather, and they are pretty accurate. I've gone through quite a lot of websites over the years, and these 3 are really good. But I always don't assume one's correct, always cross check them before you head out to sea, so that you've got control. Right then, Paul, we're getting very close to where we want to be destination wise, so that's it. Cut the power,